row 3, the 20S. That's going to be 7 Johnson from Bakersfield on the outside.
We get ready for the restart, lap number 2. Heat race number 1, and welcome into Low Budget TV's broadcast here at Bakersfield Speedway. My personal first time being here in 2018, almost at 17. And I could tell that somebody who used this camera last really wanted a slow zoom, like super slow zoom. I'm gonna have to adjust that. How dare oh, dang it. And caution number 2 of the night. Second one involving that 21 machine. First involving the 4. I think this driver is just like, you know what? I've had a great set of heat races, guys. Have a good one. See you next week. Yikes. I'm going to see if I can adjust this zoom. Getting ready for the restart. And we're green. Good to be back here at Bakersfield Speedway, and it's like I never left, as it's in the 90s out here. It's a warm one in Bakersfield Valley. Things are certainly going to heat up on track throughout the night. Lots of cars in the pit area. 5 divisions racing here. Sport mods, American stocks, hobby stocks, IMCA stocks, and mod lights. Last time the mod lights were out here, they had a wicked wreck. Looks like this heat race is finally in a spot that it's going to make it to the finish here. 2 laps to go at the line. The white flag flies. I'm getting used to all the numbers and new paint schemes they have out here. As I mentioned, this is my first time at Bakersfield. Tommy's been out here a couple times covering the event. Checker flag. And that's a wrap. Next heat race coming up. And it's rough. And we just wrecked the entire field. So, welcome in to Bakersfield, where we just pissed off an entire heat race in the span of about 2.5 seconds. Yikes. See, that's what happens when I have a slow zoom. It just messes everybody up. Cameras up here. We got Leland up here. We got well, at least I could smile about it. Granted, I'm sure the last thing they want to do is smile right now after that. That's right. Cheyenne's got hers all autographed up by camera. Look at that. And Nick's rocking the powder blue this time. That's a good one. Look at that. That's 13 pounds. That's not a good sign this early in the day. All right, well, let's get us caught up to speed here just a little bit. All right, we're going to have... So we just saw the last race. It was Gary Dutton who took home the win in the G6 machine. 7J of Fred Ryland finished second in that one. Saw the 21 of Kyle Wood have a lot of issues in that. Caught up in some wrecks. The 4X machine of Caden Cochran and the 20S of Kevin Johnson. The 14A machine of Chase Alves from Chandler, Arizona was in that heat race. And then we have this heat race number 2 where just about everyone had an issue. It was Patty Ryland in the 7 machine who got together with the 04M. That's Austin Manzella. Austin rolling by right there. And from there, everyone just collected. The 13M of Matt Mayo, 4 of Garrett Jernigan, who we see getting towed away. Brylan Holder in the 09, and the 3M of Jeff Miller. Miller may have been the car that came away with the least amount of contact in that whole incident.
There you go.
Have 4 heat races for Sport Mods tonight. And I'm going to fix a thing. Again, full restart. That one just a little bit cleaner. But they didn't like it, actually. They said, yeah, no.
Wow, I'm looking down here into all of our fans, and I see some young ladies rocking the Nolan 5 car shirts tonight.
Lights off once again as they get this one sorted out.
One of those Nolan shirts, you can head down to the pit area after the race. So talk to these drivers over there with the 5 and the 55. They might make something happen, courtesy of Nolan Racing. Loving the nickel and the double nickel machines on the back of those cars.
And let's try it again. Green flag into turn number 1. And they'll stick with that one. Restarted in the back, Patty Ryland in the number 7 machine. Best battle on track's the one we're watching. It's a fierce one. This is why drivers put zeros in front of their numbers. Obviously a speed advantage here. Interesting to note, the highest number in this heat race is number 13. I find that interesting. Mayo with a great heat race there. He is going to take this one home easily. Battles continue for second. Out of turn 4, Mayo with the victory. Holder, Manzella, Miller, and Ryland. Row number 2, the M13 of Matt Mayo Jr., Austin Kiefer in the 3AC to 22C of Michael Johnson, and the 40 of Nick Spainhauer. This is going to be a stacked race. Let's see how it turns out. How about a 3 wide for the lead and a 3 wide for 4th? Cars all over the racetrack, and to the lead, Austin Kiefer. Cecil drifts wide, gets the bumper on the board. 3 laps to go. Now 2 laps. AR-15. That car struggled out of turn number 4 and going to allow Mayo to challenge and take that position. Spanauer struggled there too. I wonder if that 40 machine's struggling here tonight. Maybe not getting that car in the setup or just taking it easy. Whatever the case, Spanauer not looking like the 40 machine we're used to seeing. However, Kiefer, yeah, that's definitely a Kiefer. Austin Kiefer takes the checkered flag. Mayo close to call for 3rd. Cecil and Spanauer. Nice. That was a good race. Coming up, Sport Mods, green flag. And into turn number 1, we go. Your leader in this one, the 48K machine of Colin Hibden, leading over the 18C of Chris McKellar. 3rd place held by the 14H of Matthew Hagio. Wayne Dotson, that's Wild Wayne in the 4th spot, though things are getting wild just ahead of Wayne. And rounding out the field, Billy Simpkins. They call him Billy the Kid. That 68 car. Been a tight and close one here. A very even field of Sport Mods we have here tonight. Good field for the main event, for sure. It's your battle for 2nd. Ibden. Holding that line. Keeping the 2nd spot. 2 laps to go in this heat race. McKellar looking stout out there here today as the temperatures begin to drop. White flag. 1 lap to go. McKellar takes the win. Hibden holds on for 2nd. And Dotson's already in the pits. Hobby Stocks heat race number 1. Green flag, and I thought we were going to the wall on this one. I love Hobby Stocks. I don't know if it's the style of bodies or the way that they race, but no matter what track I go to, I end up falling in love with every Hobby Stock car out there. Side-by-side racing for the lead. And it looks like that one's going to be done. Another battle for the lead again, though. Your leader, the 91X of Michael Scruggs, being challenged by the 4Z of Zach Johnson. Good to see another Johnson moving up. I like the car style. And Johnson is fighting for that inside line. The number 5, Raymond Nolan Jr., a driver you always got to watch out for. Johnson loops it. Brought out out a yellow yet, and it will. Caution flag. Tried to get it turned. Kyle Yurto in the number 8, and the 47 machine of Gary Holder. Imagine that. Well, they're going to get this one re-racked and restacked for the restart. All right, watch for the restart flag. Green flag. Scruggs. Now being chased by Noland. White flag. Scruggs is looking good for this one. Nolan going to try one last move here, but not going to get there. Checkered flag out for the 91X machine of Michael Scruggs. Heat race number 2 gives us the 99 machine of Don Mead to the inside of the 99C of Eric Simontel. Notice that these drivers like to really differentiate the look of these cars. Kind of. Didn't want to give it a new number, just a new color. Inside, I like this. Wild Wayne Dotson, double duty tonight. He'll be in that 74 hobby stock and the number 10 of Trevor Baker. That thing looks awfully nice. And I feel like that's always dangerous to bring a car that looks that good to especially to a dirt track. And then the 5X machine of Mike Lewis, rookie out of Saugus, California, out near my area there. So, see what transpires in this one as heat number 2 goes green. So far, so good. Wayne Dotson looking for maybe an outside line to get around some drivers here. Baker working that inside line. And both 99 machines remain up front. The battle is for third. Dotson holds off Baker for that challenge. I think these cars are mostly running where they started. Battle for the lead. Oh, that's not going to work. Stop. Take it on. Come on. Well, that's going to bring out a caution. A lot of cautions in these heat races. Sometimes we go almost a whole heat race session with one or no cautions. Tonight is not that night, which makes me wonder how the rest of the night's going to go. Are they getting the jitters out now, or are we going to see things really ramp up as the night goes on? I'm going to put up my vote for it's going to continue crazy. But that's because I'm in a dirt track, and that's what I'm used to seeing. Crazy stuff. It's fun out here. If you've never been to Bakersfield Speedway, I recommend it. Great track to come out, see some fantastic racing. Showing the drivers 1 till we're back to racing.
Get back on in the cruise. Whatever works. Yeah, you know, you've got the big man of Wayne Dawson right there on your bumper.
All right, lap 3 restart. Let's do this.
There we go, a little bit of tapping. That's a little bit of mind game right there. Way awesome.
Bumper, bumper, bumper. I was wondering if Don Mead was kind of cracking up that his lookalike car, basically his team car, was battling him so hard. But now Simmental is going to have to go back to work. Look at this Datsun move to the inside for the lead. And pushes it there and right at the right spot. Datsun is taking it over with Baker all over Mead's rear bumper now. Smoke coming from the 74 machine at Datsun. In fact, it's getting big trouble for your leader, Datsun, with motor issues, it looks like. Up in smoke, and suddenly Baker is the new leader. You see Datsun there on the inside, pulling it into the infield. Something drastic happened to that car. That's unfortunate. Oh, Baker up and almost into the wall. And to the line, it's Baker. All right, what's going on here, mister? This ain't no Cheech and Chong movie. It's calling for water. That thing must have overheated. I don't know if it's too far gone though. I mean, we got a barbecue on the infield right now. You can hear it still running.
Sitting over there by the water truck.
I'm sure he knows it's smoking as bad as it is. If not, he just found out right now. Datsun's been running these cars for a very long time, though. If there was someone I was going to trust as far as, you know, knowing, oh, well, you better do this right now because the motor's doing that, I would trust Datsun. Because he's Wild Wayne. Folks, don't smoke. Not good. Not good for your health. Not good for this guy's health either. I mean, look at this guy. He got so smoked up, he fell back into the 80s.
All right,
dangerous times. All right, let's go back to racing. Now, usually, folks, for anyone that's new to Low Budget TV, usually it's a duo deal out here. I'm joined by Tommy Mason. He got roped into a birthday party that his lady planned on a Saturday night. So any crap you want to give goes to me, of course. But yeah, so Tommy. I'm cracking up because I just saw a message that Tommy sent me, and I think it was through Chris Settlemeyer, saying both the 99 cars are still owned by Donnie Mead. That's why they look the same. I was joking. that was a joke. I figured as much, so I was just playing the game there. Mr. Settlemeyer calling me out. The one-in machine, Nicholas Johnson starting on the pole in this one with the 15 of Mark McCaslin on the outside. The 11 machine of Cody Johnson starting on the inside of row number 1. Excuse me, inside of row number 2. And outside row 2, the 52X of Jerry Flippo with a newer look that I haven't seen yet. And 25 of Kip Murphy round out the field, going green. I like that look on the Flippo car. In fact, it just occurred to me that I'm talking about Jerry Flippo in a hobby stock. So I just like the fact that Jerry Flippo's in a hobby stock. Go McCaslin! Boom! A hard hit in the hobby stocks here. Both cars have rolled. One drove. It looks like both will drive away. I don't know how much suspension damage. Those guys might have gotten away with that one. I'd worry about radiator damage, but I don't think they hit that square on the front end. Well, there you go. Nice to see that 25 car back on track after that incident. Green flag, restart lap number 1. Johnson, Flippo, and Kit Murphy. Now, Kit Murphy, folks, is a driver that I've always known to be a mini stock truck driver. But looks like Kit got himself a hobby stock. Welcome to a new playing field, Kit Murphy. Got a nice breeze going on out here to help cool things down a bit. Be curious to see how they handle the track on this warm night. Warmest day of the year as far as racing Saturday goes. This track's actually been plagued with weather this year. I think the first 2 or 3 events had either weather threatening or weather hold up the event. Have a potentially good race here for the finish between Nicholas and Cody. Oh yeah, 3 laps to go. The race is on. Looks like Flippo's off the pace in his 52X machine. Seeing a lot of mechanical issues here tonight in the hobby stocks. As the white flag flies for the leaders, 1 lap to go to settle this one. See Kit Murphy there on the inside, getting a good hold on these hobby stocks. Checkered flag, Nicholas Johnson. Cody's not done racing. They're going to go side by side here on the cool down lap. And nice. That leaves us with 1 heat race to go. All right, your front row, Johnny Wood in the 37, 47M, Brock Crawford. Green flag. 52 machine Perry Alderman going to slip back a little bit here. It's getting tight right in that group. Marcus Wonkum there in that 91 machine, and rounding out this field the 48X of Tom Manzella. Well, Johnny Wood's having no issues leading this one, but the battle for second is a different story. I do like Brock Crawford's style here, an older style hobby stock body. With the revealed bumper, and Crawford almost got the wall, then almost got Manzella. Alderman working that inside line. This is going to be the last heat race for the hobby stocks. Johnny Wood continues without problems, and a big hit. I don't know what happened there. Caution is out. Johnny Wood's car it did that. It just kind of cranked it around. It looked like it just wanted to stop, like something broke. And then he nailed the 91 machine of Wonkum. And now both those cars are done for this heat race at least, with enough damage that I have to hope that they can make it back out. Speaking of cars that I'm worried about, there's Flippo's machine. I hope that car is able to continue on. Got some debris on the track that they're picking up, and we'll be back to racing. And restart time. Well, now it's Tom Manzella leading the way with Perry Alderman in second and Brock Crawford in that 47M machine in third, and Alderman is going for Superman. And he found his kryptonite. Three laps to go in this hobby stock heat race that's been wild. Johnny Wood was the leader. Looked like things were going just fine for him. And then that 37 car looked like it just cranked it. It looked like he was fighting the handling on that car, but nothing as drastic as what happened, where the car just all of a sudden basically stopped and cranked to the side, and just really nowhere for Wonkum to go. Already kind of committed his line in the turn. Might be a wild main event for the hobby stocks. I'm just guessing that we might have a wild one here tonight. Checkered flag flies for Tom Manzella. Crawford Alderman will round out the field of hobby stock heats. IMCA stock car heat race number 1. 15 machine of Sean Schwarzenberger starts on the pole. The number 6 machine of Gina Hendricks. This is a division they've been really working on building out here. That 1JX Steven Streeter. Usually you see a 1J or a 1X when it comes to Streeters. This one is a 1JX. And rounding out the field, the 159 machine of Chad Johnson. Cool to see Schwarzenberger. A lot of drivers have moved up this year into other classes, specifically from the mini stocks. I know the mini stocks had a great field this year, so always good to see people getting into the sport or moving up into newer divisions, helping out, fill out other fields. It's good for the health of the sport. And how about Steven Streeter, working his way to the lead out of Madera, California. Now we got about over a second. It's Chad Johnson. I've always liked the paint scheme on the 6. Could just be that color of green that I like, I don't know. But battle for the lead. Johnson, Chad Johnson, looking at the inside of the 1JX machine of Streeter. 3 laps to go in this heat race. And a good run down the back straightaway is going to give that 159 machine of Johnson. Always got to watch out for the Johnsons when they make it to the track in this class. I don't think this is the regular ride, though, for Chad Johnson. Final lap in the first of 2 IMCA stock car races. Chad Johnson takes the victory in this one over Streeter, Schwarzenberger, and Hendricks. Like they stole the body of someone who's shopping at Walmart. And they're like, where did my body go in my car? That's Brock Hamilton in the 11 machine. Just to clarify, I'm not dissing that body. I'm loving it. The 99 of Josh Nichols will go green next time by. 2 machine of James Elliott starts third, and the 4th place starter, 111 of Tyler Johnson. All right. Hamilton and Nichols lead the way.
Hamilton and Nichols on the front row.
8-lap heat race. Oh yeah, bumper tag. Side slam. Ooh, boy. machine, but now there's another 1 digit in the 111 machine to the inside. That's Johnson. Elliott follows through to the 3rd spot, knocking Nichols back to 4th. Here. Getting a little separated. Nichols looking at the inside of Elliott. Man, Johnson had the run going into this turn. In fact, he's got too much excitement going on. I don't know if he'll be able to catch back up to Hamilton, but man, did he get to the rear bumper. I think Hamilton took away the line of the 111, and Johnson had to whoa it up. Watch again here. Again, there goes Johnson looking at the outside line. Tries to swap over. We still got 3 laps to go in this heat race. Biding his time. Oh man, Tyler keeps trying it. Oh no! Oh no! I think the 11 machine just blew up. Never give up, never surrender. I don't know. There's a lot of banging happening under that hood. That does not sound good. Oh, what a shame. Hamilton was on par or looking for a potential win. It's going to Tyler Johnson in the 111. Nichols, Elliott, Hamilton. Going green. Mod lights into turn number 1. As mentioned the last time this division was here, I heard, I did not see, I cannot confirm, but I was told that there was a wild one that happened with these cars. 68 machine of Caden McCaslin leads early. But here comes the challenge. That's Diamond in the 88. Jacob Diamond. Slip back to the battle for the 3rd spot. Chloe Jones in the 76, holding off the 1 of Kylie Forrester. And rounding out the field, the 5 of Evan Gamboa. Still a great battle going on for 3rd. Jones going to slip back and lose that spot to Forrester. 3 laps in, 5 laps to go. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. The last time I saw these cars, I remember them going a little bit more wide out on this track. I don't know if it's just this heat race or track conditions, but these cars seem to be a little bit under speed. Maybe outside of the 88 machine of Diamond. Even that car I feel like is ridden off earlier than I'm used to seeing. We'll see. It could just be I haven't seen Mod Lights in 6 months and suddenly I just forgot how they drive. White flag is in the air for Diamond. Out of a second, gonna pick up here, Forrester. Chasing down the 68. 1 lap to do anything. And out of turn number 4, Diamond takes the checker. It also could be that I'm so used to seeing these cars go wild and crazy that now they might be going wild and crazy, and I'm just so used to seeing them do it that I'm like, I remember it being wilder and crazier. Danny Valdez in the number 8 machine starts on the pole in this one with the 14 machine to J.D. Brown starting outside row number 2. Man, that's the second time I made that mistake. Outside of row number 1. Row number 2 to the inside, the 70 machine of Anthony Balcazar and the 13 machine of Jerry Flippo. Flippo doing double duty tonight. Hopefully that hobby stock's going to be okay. Rounding out the field, the 11 machine of Zach Forrester. Okay, so if we're going to see what I expected to see in the first heat race, we'll see it in this one. Because drivers like Flippo, Balcazar, Forrester, these drivers, Brown. Wow, this is actually a very stacked heat race that they have here. This is going to be fun.
And on his outside, the A1 Spring and Supply, widely available, it's the rocket of Jerry Flippo. And rounding out the field,
All right.
Number 2 of the Swing and Dirt Wear Apparel. Wildlife here at Bakersfield Speedway.
All right, let's do this.
Danny Valdez in the snap-on tool special will be the pace center on his outside in flight.
Again, it'll be 8 laps for each heat race. And here we go. Yeah, this is more up to speed what I expected from these cars. Oh, but it also means treachery when things go wrong. We've seen Flippo get so crazy that he's rolled over just by driving by himself, getting so much speed in these things. He's that yellow 13 machine. Forrester to the inside. He started at the rear of the field. He's battling for the lead on the inside of Balcazar. Oh, Flippo hit a rut, it looked like. Balcazar fights hard on the outside of Forrester in the 11 machine. Balcazar holds the lead. They'll be halfway at the line. And they're still side by side. Not anymore. Forrester, the leader, on lap number 4 of this heat race number 2. Valdez started on the pole, slopes all the way back to the rear of the field. Brown in the 14 started on the outside of row 2, slips to 4th. Up front, no surprises. See Zach Forrester up there. Going to take the white flag this time by. Balcazar almost loops it, and checkered flag to Forrester. Funny story for everybody. When Tommy and I were going to the races, we had a dream that one day we would be the flagmen. That's what we wanted to do. We were like, heck yeah. I want to wave the flags. It just seemed like the coolest thing. And we did. We were those kids that would wave the flags over in the corners, but it's cool to see them given an opportunity to this kid right here. A green flag is in the air. I remember as a kid, those flags were heavy.
And out front is the green team driver,
Flippo leads this one in the 00. And a quick swap there for the lead. Give it to the 29 machine and to the cameraman. There we go. Barrow in the 29 taking the lead. Battles back here with Carey trying to get around the 27 machine of West. He's not able to do it. Maynard there running in third. 8:31. That car has a high pitch. I don't mean to judge, I'm just saying. Listen to this car. It's like an RC car. Magical. All right, West and Carey gonna duke it out for fourth again. So high pitched that I can hear it easily over any other car. You got something going on. High gear, man. Well, here comes your winner out of turn number 4. That is the 29 machine of Barrow. Doubles to a Cheyenne flip-off. Maynard with that bumblebee. Carey gonna finish 4th over West. As we get ready to go, lights are out. Caitlin Mayo starting on the pole. And green flag, American stocks. Now some may wonder, why didn't you show the sport mods or the hobby stocks, you know? Arguably the bigger divisions. It's because we love American stocks here at Low Budget TV. Brian Childress in the 46 machine. Uh-oh, one car off the pace. And when you know, it's James Coots in the 38cc. And that car's not going to make it off the track, I don't think. See, you can relate to these cars. They get tired and they just don't want to go anymore. They're like me. After this? Well, early caution there. And again, folks, we will be live. We have sport mods, hobby stocks, both fields with more than 20 cars. American stocks here, 16 of these cars, maybe more that may have joined in for the fun. We also have mod lights, 15 of those machines are here, so a lot of full main events that are getting ready for the night. We also have the IMCA stock cars with a decent field, and those cars were getting super aggressive in their heats. As we see the car leave the track, we go back to our field, and we give you the rest of the starting lineup. Candy Varney is third in that 71 machine. I like the colors they put on there. How about this? That's got to be Teammates 17, driven by Tim Varney. Nah, there's no way those are teammates. The 52 machine of Christy Zumwalt, that is your field of cars remaining. We saw the 38cc of James Coots have issues. Good to see some strong fields here in just about every division. And some, mod lights are still a fairly new class, and they've really picked it up here in recent years. So we go back to racing. Brian Childress is ready. Brian Childress is interesting. Sometimes he's working the tow truck. Sometimes he's kicking dirt, and other times he's racing. Tonight, he's race car driver Brian Childress. But he's got to be careful because we know these two are going to hook up in a draft. And when they do, they're going to go right to the front. Always love to see new faces. Caitlin Mayo in the 13, throwing it into the inside, and that wasn't going to hold, but I liked the spirit. I still like the spirit. That was an exciting move. And you know what? Arguably made it work. Didn't make the pass, lost a few spots, but didn't wreck the car. I thought we were going to lose 2 American stocks just now. Caitlin Mayo. American stocks are fun because you could have one of them on the track and you don't know what you're going to see. Christy's Malton right now, wheeling that 52 machine. There are a lot of cars that look like this one in the pit area. That team continues to grow in the pit area. Looks like, look out now, Candy Varney going to be the next one to challenge Brian Childress. That 71 machine with 3 laps to go. What will we see out of Candy? Tim Varney in the 17 machine just behind. And Caitlin Mayo still hasn't spun out. Battle for the lead's a good one here. The Varney's chasing down the 46 of Brian Childress. Brian Childress taking the white flag with 1 lap to go. This will be a fun main event, I guarantee it. Both Varney's pushing it. They're going to go almost 3 wide here for the lead. Candy to the inside. Candy going to get into the corner bit. It's going to be Brian Childress holding on for the win. Telling you guys, join us. Lowbudget.tv is the only place that you can see the live racing, unless, of course, you are sitting here in the stands. Now, usually, I'm Trevor Best here with Lowbudget TV, lowbudget.tv, but I'm usually joined with Tommy Mason. Now, Tommy, he couldn't make it here tonight. He has to help his fiancée blow out her candles. I realized how close I was to saying something bad, but I didn't. Let's all note that I didn't. All right. Next up, I like the new looks this year. Oh my gosh. And I love the numbers.
Driving the number 14, it's the 5
Heck yeah. Bring it on, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on the pole, the 14 machine is J.D. Mueller, 24D of Daryl Mueller, so 2 Muellers on the front row, and we have 1 colored wheel. I loved colored wheels as a kid. That car would have me. They only have 1 colored wheel on it. 316, Kenny White, and Kenny wants you to know that Jesus saves and God loves you. Also in the field, the 174 of Kevin Black and the 7A of J.R. Garcia. This will be fun. Here we go. Green flag. A couple new faces for me, at least. Haven't seen some of these cars. We're racing. And we're bumping. And careful, Mueller. Don't take out the other Mueller. 3 wide down the front straightaway. You do not want to miss this, folks. If you aren't with us already on lowbudget.tv, you do not want to miss the rest of the night. 3 wide racing with American stocks, and these cars weren't even made to be race cars. Look at Mueller wide. They're not going to fit on the front straightaway. Oh, yeah. White in the 316 machine to the inside of Mueller. 2 Muellers lined up on the outside line. The 174 machine of Black having an issue. Garcia doesn't know where to go. We're going to do it again. We're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Down the back straightaway. We have no room for this. This is epic American stock racing. Racing at its finest. Racing on the dirt at Bakersfield Speedway. We're only halfway through this heat race. Holy guacamole, as Mike Mosier would say. And he would be absolutely right. Something's going to give. No, we made it. This 316 car looks like one that raced at Mason Moran back in the day. I just don't ever remember seeing that number. I've seen that number in reference on a figure 8 car before. I can't say that. Daryl Mueller holds the lead, 2 laps to go. Now it's J.D. Mueller looking to take over the lead. Daryl goes wide, been running that wide line. Watch out for the wall. Comes up quick. Here comes J.D. to the inside for the lead. J.D.'s is going to be able to hold on to it. Which Mueller's going to get it? J.D. takes the lead on the last last lap in wild fashion, and out of turn number 4, J.D. Miller takes the win. Daryl Miller holding the wall. That hit hurt. I'm sure the driver felt it, but the car definitely was suspension damage. These drivers are putting it all on the line in a heat race, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think the main event's going to look like? Woo-hoo-hoo! We're going to stick with you guys. Heat race number 3. Rest of the night will be on lowbudget.tv. You'll see racing like this: 3-wide action, American stocks, hobby stocks, sport mods, mod lights, IMCA stock cars. It's a packed night, and we have main events all throughout it. Ratcliffe, your leader. Dakota Brown working his way to second. Johnston in the 4th spot behind Scott in 3rd. American stocks, baby. This is one of the few classes where I've ever seen when they hit the wall, it usually does more damage to the wall. So, good old American stock iron. Ratcliffe with a great early lead over a driver who always proves to be up there fast and running for it, the 15D of Dakota Brown. Miranda Scott there in 3rd. Ooh, boy. That was Ryan Little in the 88 machine having a wild couple of moments. 3 laps to go in the heat races tonight. And it's this driver right here who is the biggest lead we've seen in any of the American stock heat races. Looks like Little's car is shut down. Some kind of issue for Ryan Little here in the 88 machine. Ratcliffe, see, oh boy! A huge hit on the back straightaway. And of course this car is going to drive away. This car went head on into the wall at full speed, and the driver's driving it into the infield. I'm fine. Well, you can see what happened. That right rear tells the story. What happened was this 22J machine must have clipped. I mean, Andrew Johnson must have clipped the wall right here. You can see the marks. And in doing so, it turned the car right into the wall head on. I don't even know if this car is bad enough to not continue. I know right now it won't continue, but I don't know how bad that... I honestly thought this car was going to roll over halfway through this wreck. And again, this driver was driving by himself in the 4th spot, had a gap between him and the next car, and yet still putting it all on the line. There's Andrew surveying the damage.
Hey man, you don't pick one on that one. That's you pick first. You know what?
Get a pat on the back going, see, that's what it's like to hit the wall.
Hey guys, don't forget about me.
Probably just happy to see the drivers okay there. Well, we're gonna have one lap shootout. They really wanted to make this Facebook Live last, I think. So glad to see the drivers all right. That was a hard hit there. That leaves us with 3 cars still on track. Ratcliffe here you see coming in the screen. Dakota Brown in the 15 and the 74 of Miranda Scott. Again, folks, the rest of the night will be on lowbudget.tv. After this race, the second that it hits checkered flag, we will be shutting down this Facebook Live for the night. But we will be live all night long on lowbudget.tv. Who who knows what we're going to see after the heat races we've seen leading up to the American Stocks and then during the American Stocks. Green and white. Can Dakota Brown make a move on Ratcliffe for the win in the heat race? Do you risk it? Of course you do. We're American Stock Racing. Dakota Brown to the inside of Ratcliffe. Here we go. We're going to see maybe another photo finish here. Almost into each other. No, they avoid contact. Ratcliffe wins. And that's it. No more heat races for the night. I'm excited about these main events. Thank you for those that took a peek with us, and more so those that decided